Okay, Sonic 3 Knuckles, Mirror Mode. As Knuckles today. Now you guys know the rules. If we lose 3 lives, the game will end. And in among that, I am including failing a special stage. This is an added extra little challenge. Now, as we've established, I'm less confident with Knuckles. Just want to point out, they've added that in, but that was the wrong zone. Like, that's the correct cutscene, and I'm glad that it's there, because it's not there in the original if you play the locked-on game. But that's the wrong zone. Okay, well, never mind. Now, as previously stated, I'm less confident with Knuckles, because his is the more difficult path through the game. And I'm less likely to play as him, and I'm struggling to throw over the wall there. Marvellous. So the chances of me buggering this up are a little bit higher. But we shall see. And once we've done this, guys, that's going to be Sonic Origins pretty well exhausted for the purpose of Sonic Month. We have 2 more pieces of bonus content I want to do. One of them is the remaining classic Sonic novel, which we'll have a look at a couple of chapters of tomorrow. Saturday there won't be any bonus stuff, unfortunately, because I am off to my friend's house. So I'll be streaming early on Saturday again. Sunday, we'll be having double the bonus content though, because we're going to play Sonic World in Sonic Jam, and then we're going to head over to Tier Maker and we're going to rank the classic Sonic era, so we are. Perfect. What happens if you run into a ball with a star on it? Is that just a... if you run into a ball with a star, it sort of bounces you back. It's like a bumper. Blue ones are the ones you want to get. Red ones end the stage. White ones are bumpers. Yellow ones are springs. And then in the Sonic Mania version, and in the new Blue Sphere that's included in this, green, you have to touch twice. Green becomes blue, which then become red. And purple are teleports. Is that a little bit of ferny stuff always there in the foreground? Is that new? Have they added extra stuff in the foreground? Am I going mad? Am I going completely fucking mad? Is it just mirror mode that's messing with my head? It was probably always bloody there, wasn't it? Hey, you're very welcome now. Would a modern Sonic Month be possible, or do those games take too long? I have given that thought, actually. I would like to play the modern Sonic games. I think it would probably take too long. Like, a lot of them would either need to be a full day, or perhaps multiple days, depending on the game. Like, I'd like to do Sonic Adventure. I really like the original Sonic Adventure. What the fuck happened to the camera there? But obviously with that you've got 6 characters and it kind of adds up. Like some of the characters don't have... What the fuck are you doing, Knuckles? Some of the character stories in that game aren't very long. But I can't say with certainty I could do it in a single stream, you know. Sonic Adventure 2, kind of the same thing. That'd be quite a lengthy one. What else have we got? Sonic Heroes. Oh my god, I've never finished Sonic Heroes. It makes me want to Twitch violation myself. Really had to stop myself there. I nearly said it. Nearly said it. I would like to play Shadow at some point, actually. That is a very underrated game. That gets a lot of flack, and it's really pretty fine. It does a lot of things right, does Shadow, and you know, people will sort of meme me on it like, oh, Sonic with guns. You're overlooking a decent little game. Sonic 06 is a fucking nightmare. Exactly, Froggy. Big's level would take a friggin' age. What else have we had? Sonic Generations and Sonic Forces I played on the New Legacy Inc. channel, but I don't object playing them again because I love them. I've got Team Sonic Racing, I just haven't got very far in it, so maybe I could play that at some point. I've got both of the other recent Sonic Racing games too, they're very fun, I do like them. Oh, wow, just completely ate shit there. So yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, there aren't many of the Sonic games I would object to playing. It's just, I think they... Ooh, fuck yeah. They probably would just take a little bit of extra time, you know. But definitely, now that we've pretty well ascertained that I can... fuck me. Now that we've pretty well ascertained... Oh my sweet Jesus, God! I will get this sentence out. Now that we've pretty well ascertained I can work a 9-to-5 job and find time for things like this, I will be aiming to stream more frequently. I think I need... Like, next week I need to catch up on my blog a little bit because I haven't touched that basically all month. Obviously I need to... Oh my god. Need to work on stuff for podcast. The next main episode of that is going to be slightly delayed, but I do have some stuff coming through for the Patreon. I did post a tweet about why it's going to be delayed, but then I realised I probably shouldn't make that public because that's not my... It's not my place. It's not a bad reason, don't worry, it's a good reason, it's a really happy reason. But yeah, it's going to be delayed. And that's fine. Might try and do that bonus episode with Vicky that we were aiming to do ages ago. Is that going to let me jump on there? Yes, just. Marvellous. So yeah, there'll be stuff coming. I think, to be fair as well, because in light of what's happened in WWE this week, I think I probably should get a little quickie episode out, just sort of addressing that. Because obviously it's something that we can't ignore, and the individual that is involved is a regular character on the course of the timeline, so probably going to have to talk about that at some point, and I'd rather get it out of the way than necessarily inflict it on any of the hosts. But yeah, like I say, really need to... Oh, fucking hell. Really need to catch up on a few entries for the vlog. I've done... Oh god, that's one! Fucking hell! Oh my god, Angel Island boss, and I died. That's so embarrassing. Really need to do some vlog entries. I've really let that slip this month. It was one of those where it was like, right, okay, I can do Sonic Month, or I can do the vlog. I can't do both. So... I'm probably going to aim to stream at least twice a week. That was my initial goal at the start of the year. And I think now that I know I can comfortably do that, I will very probably see about doing it. God, I'm getting cocky. I'm going to lose another life at this rate. I want to... Oh my god, I want to stream some WWE Universe mode. I've got big plans for that. I've got the whole roster selected out. Some of you guys may have seen the Universe mode stream that I did a few months ago. That's still going to be the basis of the whole thing. But yeah, it just needs a few little extra bits doing to it there. If you thought you could avoid it, there's no chance. Yeah, too, right, unfortunately. What else would I like to do? There's a Bomberman game I quite want to play. It's a fan game, actually. And like, I downloaded it and it's like, wow, this is really good. I just want to play this a bunch. So I might do that. I think you might even be able to play it online, so I might be able to rope someone in for that. Sonic Robo Blast and Sonic Robo Blast Kart. There are a couple of games I want to give a look at. Oh, there are a couple of fan games I'd like to play on this channel. I can't believe I took the low path like a fucking idiot. Have that water shield though. I would really like to play some... Oh, bloody hell, I forgot that spring was there. I really like to play some Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. It's one of my favourite games. I'll probably get on that once I've finished my watch through of Dragon Ball. I'm forcing myself to just watch one episode a day at the minute. Nice, stuck on the wall, brilliant. Because the new film is out very soon. And it's just gonna slot pretty nicely into where I am in the timeline. So if I just watch one episode a day between now and then, it'll be perfect. And then I've got Dragon Ball Heroes and GT to go, and I'll have watched all of the anime, so definitely going to play some Dragon Ball games on here. Do love me some DB. In all its many and various flavours. This guy sucks when you're playing as Knuckles. I can't remember which way he's going to go. That way. Fuck. Mirror mode, you bugger. Oh shit! Oh god almighty, he's pushing my ass in. But yeah, I've got loads of games that I want to play. I was thinking as well, I'd really like to play some Streets of Rage. I want to do like a whole kind of retrospective, but I think that might be well suited to YouTube. So I may get footage for it on here perhaps, and then do commentary on YouTube. I don't know, I'll find some way of doing it. But yeah, loads and loads of stuff I want to do, and I'm going to aim to do it at least twice a week. So it might be one day in the middle of the week, one day on the weekends, depends how it all falls, depends how various projects and what have you line up. Because I've had to put pretty much everything on hold this month while I focus on the streaming, and I don't object to that, I have really enjoyed it. But I need to sort of crack down a little bit and make up for lost time at this point. I was aiming to get 2 volumes of my blog published this year, and at the minute it's looking like 1 is going to be all I can manage unless I really put in some extra effort, and that kind of sucks because I hate setting a goal and then falling short. Bugs me, you know, in here. But one can only do what one can do. I am, at the end of the day, just a human. I am but one man. Never watched any Dragon Ball. Do you know, I was quite a late convert to it. I didn't... Like, I read the manga first. I didn't read it until I was in first year of university, like the back end of the first year, I think. And... Oh, bloody hell. Oh my god. The bookstore just over the road from where I was staying in halls of residence had a manga section, which, like these days, if you go into a Waterstones, of course there's a manga section, it's obvious. But back then it was unusual. And I was like, do you know what? Do you know what? This is obviously popular for a reason. Here it is. I'm going to grab a couple of volumes of it. And I got volume 1 and I got volume 2. I finished them both. And then I went, fucking hell, I need more of this. And immediately went back to the shop and bought, like, the entire rest of original Dragon Ball. I got pretty much all Dragon Ball Z for my birthday that year in the manga. And, yeah, just absolutely fell totally in love with it. I got Budokai Tenkaichi 3 on the Wii not long after then. What a game, just loaded with fan service it is. And I decided this year, it's time I sat down and watched the anime. I watched the original Dragon Ball anime years ago, but I never moved on to Z for some reason, so I was like, right, lovely Blu-ray box sets, let's get them, let's get this watched. So I've decided I'm watching the whole shebang, which is going to be tricky because Heroes is ongoing. But that's kind of a web series, like the episode's only like 10 minutes or so, so it might be I do everything except the current saga in Heroes and then double back and just sort of pick it up, because once I finish GT that'll be the whole timeline basically. Oh fuck, that was close. Why did I do that? Showing off for the internet, never right. So yeah, I fucking love Dragon Ball, man. So like, it's one of those shows, and like, it kind of has this sort of stereotypical fan base that are like, they're what I call a Dragon Bro, which is like people that are like, oh yo, dude, Goku hit that guy so hard, it was fucking awesome, man. And honestly, to begin with, I was like, that's corny. Why would you be like that? There are so many times in this saga of Dragon Ball Super, I'm watching where I'm sat there like, holy fuck, like it's that good. I get it. I totally get it, guys. But yeah, like it's a series that's made me laugh so hard that it hurts. It's a series that's made me cry, and like I've been moved to tears by like not just the sad stuff, but like just the can't go that way, Knuckles. Oops. Like human emotion. Like they are very human characters, even though a lot of them aren't actually humans. Like there's a moment with Vegeta, and it's kind of the like Vegeta spent like fucking about 200 episodes being a shit, and the moment that he becomes a good guy is honestly one of the most beautiful things. And it moved me to tears, genuinely. It fucking gets you, like, so many of these characters you relate to because they nail the human side of them so well, and that's why I love it more than anything else. But anyway, that's me waxing lyrical about Dragon Ball. You know, I'm happy to just chill with you if you want to stream while I'm about. Oh, thank you, darling. I appreciate that. I always watch anything popular lately. Caught up on The Boys this week. I've seen a lot about that on Twitter. That does seem to be doing the rounds. See, I'm not a big TV watcher. I used to be. I'm kind of not now. So, you know, like I say, I'm working my way through the Dragon Ball anime. Doctor Who, whenever there's a new episode of that. Or I would if I had a TV license and was allowed to watch TV, of course. I mean, I wouldn't dream of watching TV without a TV license. That would be naughty and wrong and bad. So, of course, I buy physical releases of Doctor Who to watch them that way. And, you know, there's a shelf with Doctor Who DVDs there, so I can prove that. That's not a lie. But no, I don't. I genuinely joking, but I don't have a TV license because I don't watch TV. Which is not illegal in Britain. Like, you know, if you don't watch TV, you don't need the license. Ooh, that was nearly two. Ooh, fucking hell. And I appreciate to the Americans in the chat, the concept of a TV license is very strange. I get that. But yeah, not a big telly watcher. I want to work my way through Captain Scarlet next, because I was going to do that last year, for whatever reason I didn't. I love Captain Scarlet, so that will be a rewatch. I've already seen every episode of that. But like with that, you've got two series, because there's the original like marionette series, the original Jerry Anderson series, and then there's the CGI one. What's it? Jerry Anderson series. They're both Jerry Anderson, obviously. And the CGI one's so fucking good. It's one of those that they put on in like in the hours of like, you know, kids TV, and like, holy shit, it's good stuff. A lot of the episodes are written by Phil Ford, who's one of my favourite TV writers. He did a lot of stuff for the Sarah Jane Adventures, which is a spin-off of Doctor Who. He's very, very good. And yeah, so I'll be working my way through that at some point, no doubt. On Blu-ray, because we've got the lovely Blu-ray re-release of the original. Oh, and actually the CGI one. If you have access to Prime, I can't recommend The Boys enough. Excellent, I'll have to give it a look. Oh, bollocks, that just plain old blew up in my face there. Hi LT, how are you? Darkune. Sorry, I couldn't fucking read there. Darkune88, how's it going? I'm very well, how are you? That was rubbish, what's going on there? Oh my god, what am I fucking doing? This boss sucks as Knuckles. Oh god! Bastard, fuck you. Very sweary tonight, I'm sorry. I was swearing in Sonic Schoolhouse, which is so naughty. Darkune, new member of the Maximum Male Models. So strange I couldn't manage to make a decent Captain Scarlet video game. I know, I got the PS2 game, and then I watched like a Let's Play of it, and I was like, think I might just smash my head against the wall if I have to play this. And like, the thing is, like, as a weird fucking Captain Scarlet nerd, there's so many times where I thought, God, like, this would be so easy to make a video game for. Like, on-foot sections where you play as each of the Spectrum agents, Sky dogfights as the Angels, bit of like racing stuff in the vehicles. Piece of fucking piss. And they couldn't fucking do it, could they? Is that a secret wall? Secret wall, hidden wall. Oh, look at that, it sure is. Oh, a bit of Captain Scarlet, oh my god. I don't even, like... I can't say for sure, but I think the first time I saw it, it was like one of the many and various times that it was being repeated on BBC. Because it had a good old life to the original Captain Scarlet. And the BBC were re-airing it in the 90s. And it must have just like, either we just left the TV on in the background, or maybe my parents had the channel on and didn't change it. And it was like, what is this? This is incredible. I just love the fact that both the original and the CG version are, you know, they're family viewing, so to speak. You know, they're relatively kid-friendly, but they don't shy away from the darker themes, they don't shy away from characters dying, they don't shy away from... You know, the whole thing is, basically, it's a war of attrition, that's the whole plot of the entire show. And I love it. It really, really worked for me. I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. Like, when I was a little kid, I liked Thunderbirds. And then... Damn it, timed that badly. And then as I got to be a slightly older kid, I was like, yeah, I am now officially a Captain Scarlet kid. And so I remain to this day. They did what I thought was really cool as well. Big Finish, who do a lot of the Doctor Who audios. Okay. In fact, they do the vast majority of the Doctor Who audios, come to that. They re-released like some of the really old Captain Scarlet, like they were released on vinyl, I think, in probably it would have been the 70s, I would have thought. So they re-released those on audio CD, which was cool. And then they had like some of the books, like the novels from that same time period, and they like got a full cast in to do a full cast drama version of them. Just amazing. So yeah, suffice to say, got the lovely, super cool, awesome special edition of those. It's a big fucking nerd on me. The only thing that really I'm missing will be the comic strips, because if you want to get like TV21 and all the other comics that Captain Scarlet appeared in back in the day, good fucking luck, because individual issues will set you back like a not inconsiderable amount, shall we say. You can't find them on like pirating sites because like there's a gap in everyone's collection, because everyone is so protective of them that they refuse to scan them. And there are like 3 or 4 different copyright holders which muddy the rights, so they're not going to get reprinted anytime soon. That's shit. So yeah, that's pretty much that. If I recall, the Mistron's even won a few times, didn't he? Yeah, the Mistron's got a couple of victories in there, which is, again, makes it all the more interesting. I think we're doing better as Knuckles than we were as Sonic and Tails. Oh. Yeah, it's not a show that, like I say, it was ostensibly for kids, but it didn't mess about. And again, you know, the whole thing, it's a war of attrition. Both sides are going to pick up victories. It never insulted your intelligence. I do like that. Which again is why, you know, that's another reason that I love, to go back to it, the Sarah Jane Adventures, which is Doctor Who for kids, effectively. There's just debris and shit falling from the sky. Cool, great, excellent. We are racking up these fucking Chaos Emeralds here. Oh, I've done that wrong already. Never mind, bollocks. But yeah, just a show that treated its audience with intelligence. Like, I think, and it was Nigel Kitching, like one of the all-time great Sonic writers, effectively the lead writer of Sonic the Comic, once said, you know, just because you're writing for kids doesn't mean you have to, like, talk down to them or write down to them. Kids are intelligent, they get concepts. And I think you make a stronger, better show for that. Okay, here is the thing, right? And I'm gonna share a little story with you. You have to promise not to laugh. Well, you can laugh a little bit. A friend of mine, Vicky, we had a thing a while back where we decided we were kind of bored and we couldn't figure out what to put on the TV. We just wanted some background noise while we ate our takeaway, while I was like chilling out at her place with a couple of other friends. And she was like, just scrolling through the Netflix menu, she was like, let's put on Lego Friends, this looks dog shit. And then we got fucking invested in Lego Friends. And then, like, we were around there recently, we were like, well, we have finished Lego Friends, what should we put on now? And then we were like, oh my god, we have to put Barbie on, that would be the most obnoxious shit ever. Would you fucking believe it, guys? They actually made a good Barbie series, and I was like, fucking hell, they fleshed out Barbie and her family, what's going on? So just because it's for kids doesn't mean you have to make it shite. Never been a comic reader as much nerd shit as I'm into. Kids these days have gone through some serious shit. They have. Do you know what I was? And this will stick with me a while, I think. Someone made a comment on Twitter that was like, "Why is it that millennials?" And I don't like that term. But why is it millennials are like so depressed? And it's like. And so someone responded saying, like, think about it. Since September 11th, 2001, not to invoke that, obviously, but the millennial generation has, one by one, slowly watched as all their rights have been stripped away. And you ask why they're depressed. And it's like, I think as the governments of the world realised they could get away with it, they have continued to do it. So yeah, I feel real bad for the kids of today. But then you see some of these amazing young people who are just refusing to accept that, and you're like, oh come on guys, please. Be the generation that we were supposed to be. Like, I mean, the big one really, I suppose, is Greta Thunberg. I know obviously she's not a child anymore. But when she first hit the limelight, she made people so fucking mad. And it's like, if you're making them mad because you're telling the truth, you're doing it right. Oh, bollocks. Like, yeah. Hey, maybe the planet shouldn't be fucking choking to death. Just a thought. Maybe she might be fucking right. Imagine that. People are absolutely gross about it. It was fucking pathetic. But hey, do you know what? She rose above it. Lot of respect for that young lady, I can tell you. Oop, bollocks. Oh, fucking hell. Just an awesome human being. I think the reason that she makes people mad, well, you know, certain people mad, I should say, is because she kind of shows them what they're not. You know? What they can't hope to be. Because it would require them to have the slightest bit of humility or compassion. And when you shine a light on people that don't have those, it upsets them. Because they don't like facing the fact that they're maybe not as good as they like to think. And unfortunately, we are rather, I think, experiencing a little bit of a downswing or a backswing or whatever you want to call it. Wow, I really fucked that up. I feel like, and you guys may feel free to disagree, and obviously we're not all from the same country here in the show, but certainly here in Britain, I feel like we're experiencing a little bit of a backslide in terms of how people talk to and about women, and I fucked that up, didn't I? That's two. So I feel like sexism's on the rise in Britain, honestly, and that fucking sucks, and I don't like it. Millennials will live through 9/11, the recession, and the pandemic. We're only in our 30s. I know, shit sucks, dude. I can only hope things are going to get better. And yet, I'm prepared for the worst. Old boomers can't take hearing shit from a young girl who goes against everything they stand for. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, that was stupid and risky, but worth it as it turns out. Wow, fuck. Holy shit, that looked ridiculous. Anyone that wants to change the world for better, even if it's annoying to hear it, they're probably the good guy, you know? Oh, look at that, the spin animation changed. That's a positive change, I don't mind that. Nice work, Sonic Origins. Like if somebody has taken the time to realise... Oh no, oh bollocks. Fuck. Somebody's taken the time to realise that the planet is choking, and we're running out of time to save it. Maybe, just maybe, it might be worth listening to him? I don't know, maybe I'm the strange one. See, I saw a van the other day, and it was like... I think it was Sky TV. And it was like... It said on the back of it, Sky Zero, and I was like, oh, what's that then? Because I know they've had Sky Plus and Sky Q and all these different things. I was like, well, what does that one do? What does that model of Sky TV entail? And it turns out it's not a model of TV, it's like their promise to be like carbon neutral. And it said on the van, Sky Zero, we aim to be carbon neutral by 2024. And then there's part of me that's like, it's too fucking late, guys. In fact, no, it wasn't 2024, sorry, it was 2030. I was thinking 2030, yeah, sorry, I'm confusing myself. 2034 is what I was thinking is a more reasonable goal, because by 2030, the amount you needed to do by 2030 will have fucking tripled. It's like the government makes these promises like, oh yeah, we're going to be carbon neutral at such and such by 2050. I'm like, easy for you to say, half people won't fucking be alive in 2050. I don't remember picking that ring up, I'm glad I did though. It just... We've only got one fucking planet, you know? Elon Musk might think that he's moving to Mars, but those of us that live on fucking the real world, we've only got one planet. And I'm sorry to say this, it's not the fault of Joe Bloggs that lives down the street, who sometimes puts some plastic in the black bin instead of in the red bin. It's not for the little person to make these systemic changes that are going to save the world. It is the corporations. Like, maybe, just a thought, guys, don't fucking puke 700 gallons of crude oil into the ocean. Just a fucking thought. Call me the silly one. You know, I'll take my bins out on the right day. You stop ruining the planet. I think that's fair. We're getting a little bit of fucking eco tonight, aren't we? Eco warrior here. I'll be the first to tell you it sucks to be all. Hey, I am so sorry for what you guys have to go through on a day-to-day basis. I fucking hate seeing it, you know? I swear things weren't this gross when I was a kid, but then again, like, realistically, I probably just didn't realise it. It's probably always been crap, hasn't it? I hope it changes, I truly do. And I think that is something that Fred Bloggs down the street can do. You know, if we're all a little bit more respectful to each other, we can make the world a better place. It's really fun to have a whole lifetime of living responsibly undone by some famous jackass flying their private jets for a laugh. One day we'll realise how many there are of us and how few there are of those that want to destroy the planet to form a quick buck. Also, Sonic and this discussion go hand in hand. That's a fair point, actually. Yeah, Sonic is an eco-warrior, isn't he? By the way, just want to point this out, you can see, presumably, the difference in those sprites there. So, just in case it wasn't clear, there's a little bit different shading on the Spiker Badnik. So an eagle-eyed player will get used to that and not fall off the ploy as frequently. Because I definitely will sometimes. Sorry, I just love doing that. It's so stupid. And you know, I sometimes think, like... And I'll give props to the American Sonic cartoons and the American Sonic comics, because they really leaned into the... That's not how that segment's supposed to end, but never mind. Physics fuck up in Sonic Origins. Gosh, there's a surprise. Oh, that was close. That was very cool, though. They leaned into like the ecological warfare side of it a lot more. You know, Robotnik is specifically like a villainous industrialist. There's kind of a running gag in the early American comics that Robotnik drinks like fucking engine oil rather than like normal fucking water. Which obviously is a gag and it's played for a laugh, but I like that. I like it because I just like this idea that oh bloody hell! I was going to say 2 rings away from an extra life, but I don't need extra life, do I? Because I'm playing on Origins. I just think, you know, if one kid read those comics and thought, you know what, I'm going to do my bit. I'm going to make sure that I'm more green. That's good. That's a net positive. Like I say, at the end of the day, it really does fall down to your billionaires and your corporations, doesn't it? But I imagine it probably made 1 or 2 kids a bit more mindful. More men need to be like Knuckles. That's for true. More men need to be like Knuckles when written by specific writers in particular. But we'll not get into which ones he should not be like. Gonna do my bit and also drink Motor. Do you know what? Actually, no. Fuck it. I've got to say it. I've got to say it. There is an issue of the American Sonic comics where Knuckles. Why did that fucking knock me off? Remember how I said you wouldn't fall for that that plot? Knuckles. Right. Okay. In the American comics, can't reach that. That's right. Bloody hell. Knuckles is actually reunited with his parents, which is a complete and utter fucking misunderstanding of what makes the character appealing, but okay, whatever, go off king. And there's basically an issue where he's like, Dad, how do I talk to girls? And I looked through that stuff and I'm like... The first time I read that, I was fucking astonished. I was like, this is the American comics take on Knuckles? Asking his dad for dating advice? Like, again, not to sort of get too much... And I love the American comics. I love them a lot. They're great. But it's like, in the British comics, at the same time, Knuckles was this fucking amazing, stoic, badass adventurer who went on, like, mystic quests and shit. And was just the coolest guy. And in the American comics, he's fucking Superman, but shit. And he can't talk to girls. It's weird. It's Ken Penders, obviously. Of course it is, guys. Of course it fucking is. Who else would it be? That man just did not get that character. And like, I'm not even one of these people that like shits on Ken Penders or anything. What is going on with the fucking camera here? Sonic Origins stopped being fucking dog shit. Challenge. Impossible. Did I just climb through the fucking wall there? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, genuinely, what's going on with the camera? There we go. I'm not one of these people that like shits on Ken Penders because he's alright when he's got someone to rein him in. His early stuff with Mike Kantarovich is really good. I really like it. His early art is quite good as well. And then later on he just gets free reign to write Superman fanfic, and it's the worst shit ever. Oh my... Oh, I can't believe that. Oh god, I'm getting decimated. But yeah, like, I don't think at any point in that comic's lifespan he really understood what makes Knuckles an appealing character. What the fuck? I do not accept that. shame because Knuckles really is a good character. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think even Sega fucking understand what makes Knuckles appealing a lot of the time. He is not the same character he was in 1994. I guess the idea of him being stoic and heroic and still not being able to talk to girls is kind of cute, maybe. I guess. I guess, yeah, see, that kind of take on it sort of fits in with, like, how in the games Rouge leaves him flustered. Because Rouge is very flirty with Knuckles, and, like, she's kind of flirty with Sonic, but Sonic's just like, ah, it's just Rouge, she's being wacky, she's being silly, she's a girl, she's the girl one. And Knuckles is like, a female? Ugh, I don't know what to do. Which is cute. Like, I really like their dynamic as a whole in the games, they're pretty cute. What the fuck did I do that for? What was the point of that shit at all? If I had a four-headed penis, I wouldn't be shy to talk to women. There are probably a lot of things you could do if you had a four-headed doinger. Oh god, bats everywhere. So yeah, we have gone on some right old tangents this evening, haven't we? I just think Sonic is very good, and I like it. Do you know what? I'm really far behind with the current American comics. Ooh, fucking hell. That worked out in my favour, didn't mean to do that. I'm really far behind on them. I kind of reached a point where I was like, this is boring me to fucking tears. Because there was a storyline that just refused to end. So I kind of zoned out. I've got a stack of issues I haven't read, and then I don't know what happened with, like, my payment card on the Forbidden Planet website, but it seems like they haven't sent me an issue in a while, so clearly something's gone wrong. They were doing a big, long story, and it was one that was originally going to be in Archie, before they lost the license, and it's in the IDW Sonic Comics now instead. And basically, like, the idea is, like, there's a big virus. They couldn't have fucking timed it worse, basically. there was a virus that made people feel, have awful, horrible symptoms. That timed really fucking well, coinciding as it did with the outbreak of the pandemic. But it was like, it was the metal virus, they called it. And basically, like, if you received this virus, you were turned into effectively a zombie. Knuckles can be Super Knuckles. Yeah, I can show Super Knuckles off now, because we didn't get to do that the other night, did we? Only Hyper Knuckles. It just went on for fucking ever. This is the thing, like, it was like, okay, cool, I get it. Like, you've put Sonic in this situation where he's going through the ringer. Now, can we have a bit where he has a heroic comeback and he saves the day? No, we can't. You're going to kick him while he's down. And this just went on for so long, and the storytelling was so decompressed and slow, and I wasn't expecting it to go that way, because mirror mode, and oh my god, that's 3! Right, I'm going to show off Super Knuckles while I'm here. And as soon as I've done that, we've died 3 times, that's the end. So there. I've got no rings and I'm going to face that boss again. Fucking hell, I'm stupid. But yeah, God, it was slow. It was dragging its feet. I understand it's picked up pretty quickly on the other side now. I fucking resolutely just hit him. What the fuck, Knuckles? Need some rings, man. But yeah, I mean, I know what I'm like. It's Sonic. I'll pick it up again at some point. I've read every single issue of Sonic the Comic. I own every single issue of Sonic the Comic. I've read every single issue of the Archie comics, so me not reading the current ongoing comic does seem a little strange when you think of it like that. I don't know. I do have a few complaints with IDW something. It's not as bad as some people have you believe. Like, some people are really fucking strange about it. I have encountered some absolute fucking arseholes in the Sonic... the Sonic community that are, like, determined that IDW Sonic is the worst shit ever, and they actively try and get people fired just because they work on that comic. It's like, can you not take food off people's tables, please? Can you not be a prick over a fucking talking hedgehog just for once? But hey, whatever. So maybe IDW Sonic's not for me, but I'll give it a try. I'll push through, because I just bloody love Sonic. It's just good. It just makes me happy, you know? I'm a 35-year-old man with a fucking adoration for this talking cartoon hedgehog. I'm normal. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So sweary tonight, I'm so sorry, I'm being really immature. I don't think we're going to show off Super Knuckles in this zone either, because I'm not going to get 50 rings. I nearly got squished there like an idiot. Ooh. Oh, bastard anus. I think I very probably could have had 50 rings by now. Shit. I don't know. Like, oh, fuck. I've got a lot to say about most of the Sonic franchise, to be honest. Oh, bloody hell. Part of the joy of doing this Sonic Month has been getting to play games that I've never played before. You know, even if they haven't all been great, finally having the chance to play them has just been lovely. Because I like to have I like to have informed opinions where possible. When it comes to the matter of my very favourite franchise. Bastard Anus is my favourite heavy metal band. Didn't I say Bastard Anus the other night as well? What is wrong with me? Oh! Ooh! Ooh, if I can take a hit... I can show Super Knuckles. I cannot take a hit. Well, fiddlesticks. Two minutes flat. Alright, come on, give me 50 rings just so I can show this flipping echidna off, would you? I think that's probably one of the things I love the most about Sonic is the fact that it's not just a game series, it's a whole multimedia franchise with about 30 different continuities. There's something for everyone, and I love that about it. And if you don't like one of them, you're bound to like something. I was saying this to Hard Pretzel that was in the chat the other day. Like, I don't understand people that are like, oh, you know, Sonic was never good. It's like, you fucking, really? Never? You can't find one thing that you like? There's something for fucking all tastes in this franchise. Oh, here we go. 50 rings. Super Knuckles! He is faster. He's really fast and slippy. He does not have the earthquake attack thingy. I don't know why they fucking changed this music. I mean, I kinda do, because it's like... it's infamously irritating to hear the original loop, but... this one didn't actually need changing, there's no legal nothing with the Jackson state on this one, but oh well, never mind. So yeah, Super Knuckles, unlike Hyper Knuckles, he can drown underwater, he doesn't have Hyper Knuckles' extra attack. That's pretty much that, really. But now, hey, we've showed him off as part of Sonic Month. Retro Humpty Dumpty Doo! Hey, how's it going? The highlight has been Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car. Love a bit of Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car. Tails! The lab. Alright guys, we still, regardless of all that, failed 3 times, so now that I've shown off Super Knuckles, the Mirror Mode challenge is over.